Expansion.
I did notice out of most of the countries I visited in Latin America, there was a little bit of that heat, like that fear factor, you know, because of the whole, the robbery and
Oh yeah, man.
that side of it. I saw lots of barbed wire, lots of like, broken glass on top of the walls
Yeah.
and lots of security guards like strapped, like, 7-Eleven guarded with a fucking machine gun. And
You had some crazy experience there, didn't you? I think you were telling me
nah,
something
yeah,
about a
nah.
party.
Yeah. The party. So I arrived, and it was a Monday, and I nearly broke my knee playing football in Uruguay, and so I was on crutches. And I arrived. It was Monday. I'm like, hey, what are we doing? Monday night. And he's like, oh, Monday night's pretty quiet. And I said, nah, man. And he goes, oh yeah. He made a couple of phone calls. He said, yeah. And he came back and he goes, oh man, there's some parties, but they're like samba parties. And I'm like, man, I love samba. Let's go. Imagine me, the tourist,
Yeah.
white boy. I'm like, yeah, bro, let's go. And he goes to me, yeah, but samba, it's black people. And I say, hey man, I love black people.
I'm back in the inside.
Yeah, man, I'm proud on the inside. So anyway, and then he goes, oh, but black parties, they're up in the Moro, and I'm like, Moro, and he's speaking to me in Portuguese, and I'm kind of learning, and I'm like, Moro, and I go, that sounds like the hill. I go, man, let's go up the hill, I don't care. And he goes, oh, but it's kind of poor. I took my watch off. I said, man, let's go. Don't worry about it. So we get there. The place was, you could tell, it wasn't a favela, but it was.
Yeah.
And we show up there, and they pat searched us like I've never been pat searched before. The guy literally put his whole arm up my crotch, like bang, like that, checked me everywhere, and then he pointed. He goes, over there, and I'm like, where? And he goes, there. And I look, and there's nothing. There's just like a hole in the wall and nothing. So I walk over, and I'm like, where? And he goes, like that. He points at the hole, So there's a hole in the wall like this. I look down the hole, and there's an eye looking. I go, hey. And he goes, ah, la, 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 la. And I go, what? And he goes like that, put your ear. So I put my ear on the hole, and he goes to me, 10 reais, right? Whatever it was. And I'm like, oh, okay. 2. Right? So I grab the money, and I stick my arm in. I stick my arm in the hole, man. This thing was like this thick. Stick my arm in all the way, pay the guy. Anyway, we go in there. Man, the place was pumping, yeah? And the guy said to me, look, man, be careful here, yeah? There's a lot of like crazy people here. But everyone was super friendly. And I just remember seeing unas negrotas, man, like 1.85 m, big black chicks from El Barrio, Like big as in,
Yeah.
like overweight, but also quite large,
Yeah.
like very curvy. And I just remember laughing to myself because I was watching their high heels, and I was wondering, man, those are some strong high heels, because these girls were doing a full samba,
right. Yeah.
And I was like, and then anyway, the guy bumps into me and he's, oh man, sorry, brother. And I say, hey man, I'm from Australia. Oh, Australia, Uruguay. And he walks away, and my mate comes over to me. He goes, you all right? Are you all right? I said, what's up? And he goes, do you know who that was? I said, no, man. He goes, he runs the favela here. He's the gang boss. I'm like, really? That guy? He goes, yeah, man. Super friendly. You wouldn't know it. You get what I'm saying? No aggro, nothing. And from beginning till end in Brazil, I had an amazing time. I love it, man. If anyone wants to go to an amazing place in the world, Brazil,
man.
and I can't wait to go to Bahia.